Noon and welcome. I am so excited to be here today. I know that every time I start one of these presentations, the first things I say is how excited I am. And even the hours and the days leading up to today, I feel that same way. Like the idea of sharing what I do as my career and my life in order to help others achieve that same fulfilling feeling with that aspect is it just gives me all the feels. I think back to my story, and we'll get into that in a second on how I get started. um, but it's got to be the greatest gift that we could ever share with one another. And yeah, if you're part of my inner circle, you know how passionate I am about what it is that I do, what it means to be part of an incredible network marketing company like BODi, the BODi Company, as most of you might know. And just a privilege it is to be here with you guys today. So I'm going to keep this really, really sweet and to the point, and I'm excited to share some slides with you and talk a little bit more about what it is that I do. Welcome to Make Fitness Your Business, 3 steps to turning fitness into a profit. All right, let me just make sure I've got my slides here. Whoa, that is coming up big. I want to be small. I want your view to be big. So I'm going to make this larger. Of course, it's not going to be obvious to me, right? How's that? Let's see. Oh, so much better. Okay, you guys, welcome. All right, so um, my name is Megan Anderson. For those of you that don't know me, I have been in the health and wellness space now for over a decade. In 2013, I have been on my health and wellness and fitness journey for a very long time. I always try to pinpoint it down to how old my oldest is today. He's 18. So in the 90s, I was started way before he was born. And so I had always been working out from home. I was actually just looking for something that was going to save me time and be quick and convenient and be consistent to the busy life that I was leading. So found Beachbody programs, and I loved the fact that I could just do one right after another. They kept promoting, new programs on their website, and like again, this is like in the late 90s, early 2000s, and so there was no Facebook, Instagram, like that's social media wasn't like it is. The internet wasn't like it is today. So I was on their message boards and was consistently connecting with people there to learn more about the products and the programs. But it was just something that I did from home. We were in the midst of running our own company. And so I was busy. I had a lot going on, and I needed something that was just going to be easy and convenient. Get in, get out, get it done, and move on with my day. So the thing about the timing of our life was that my husband and I started our own company. We had our own commercial AV business in 2000, the year 2000, we started that business. And by 2005, we had our first child. And so it was kind of an interesting dynamic to think about it back then, because I really loved the business aspect so much of what we did. I grew up in an entrepreneurial home. My dad was a business owner, very successful in the 80s with multiple businesses. And I saw his work ethic, and I saw the fruits of his labor and the environment that I grew up in. And I always wanted to be and emulate him. So naturally, I kind of felt like I should be going down the path of his business, his industry, his company. So instead of really like taking over or doing his business, we kind of started our own thing in that same industry. So it was exciting, right? And we didn't have a family when we first started. So I was really all into like, we're going to build a sales team. We have a fleet of vans. We had a brick and mortar, office in a business park that we went to, and it was exciting. But what I found out over time was it really was just super unfulfilling for me, right? It was something that I just did without really thinking about the what, right? I loved all of the parts and pieces of owning your own business, but the actual aspect of it was like, meh, not that exciting. We designed and installed background music systems and speaker systems into bars and restaurants and retail and things of that nature. So, it was a cool industry for sure, but it was just like, kind of one of those things. It was sort of like when you get on autopilot after a while, you're like, this is just what we do, right? And you don't know any better, right? So by 2008, we had our daughter, and Aiden was our firstborn in 2005. And at that point, there really was no question that I was going to go back to work after maternity leave. I really never felt like I was going to be a stay-at-home mom, like stay-at-home mom material. I always really wanted to be the business owner and have something of my own. And so he went to my in-laws. And then when number two came along, she was like, can't take two. So we started to look into daycare. So she went into daycare. And then by 2011, I really was starting to question what we were doing. Number three had come along, and it was really just sort of putting me in a place of like, why are we having this kids? I never see them. I work so many hours. I'm never home. We were trying so hard at this point to grow our company, hiring people, having to let people go. There was tons of bills. We felt like we were never really getting ahead or feeling successful. And like I said, I was working a ton of hours. So I was never really seeing the kids. I would race home to get them from their daycare, feed them all the things, put them to bed, and then I'd be working at night too. And we were living paycheck to paycheck. I don't think anybody tells you that when you start your own business that you are going to be the last one on the totem pole, which is fine if the job and the business is fulfilling and it's going in a direction of growth. But we were really kind of struggling and stuck. And I kept saying to my husband, there has to be more. There has to be something else. There has to be a different way to do this, right? Like, how can I be the mom? How can I be the business owner? How can I take care of our home, like, and be fit and healthy and all of that stuff, right? And so also by the time number three came, by the time we got into this place, I was going into my 40s, and like the me time of my life was like really, really, really sacred. Um, I wanted to put this in first as I'm talking to you guys of where I was and where I came from, right? So this picture way over in the corner is when we had Aiden. These are some of our employees at the time. This is also Aiden number two here, or my oldest right now. But this was me sneaking out of work to go to the Mother's Day tea, and then racing back to work afterwards. Down here was when my girl came along. So that was an interesting, you can see me in my workout clothes. Even then I'm thinking I'm trying to like feed her while taking care of them, getting my workout in, like all of that stuff. And then, they're there today. But, we were at this point where I was finally getting into a place where I had this like me time in the morning before my work. I would get up early. I was already getting up early to get the kids ready. So it really didn't make that much of a difference to me to get up earlier, get my workout in before the day. That was just something that automatically was happening. I was on autopilot because I knew that I needed to lose the weight. I felt good when I did that part of my me day. So I just kept doing that and was very disciplined with my fitness and my routine at that point. And I would get up, and you guys, I remember doing like programs like Turbo Fire and Turbo Jam and like Daydream about switching gears to the fitness industry and thinking about like, how could I accomplish this? I don't have time to go back to school. Like, I don't even know how to begin. So I really didn't see a way to go from A to Z other than this is just a fun part of my morning. And so in 2013, though, I was getting ready to start a new program. I mentioned these message boards, and I met my then coach who invited me to join a challenge group. And I was like, well, what's a challenge group? Like, it was just like a weird, the internet was just starting. So when people messaged you, you were like, ooh, creeper, weirdo, right? But she shared with me that there was a handful of other women that are going to be doing the same program as I think it was Les Mills Combat at the time. And so we were going to be the combat warriors, and there was other women in the group doing their workouts at home too. And I was like, wait a second. You mean there are other people in this world? Like, I felt like such a loner. Like, I didn't mind. I feel like what you don't know, you don't know. I didn't mind getting my thing done and going on with my day. But when I found out there was other people, I was all over it. And I'm thinking, you're kidding me. Of course I want to be involved. And so I think it was about 30 days in that I was realizing that this was my vehicle. This was my way out, a way for me to get fit from home, take care of my kids, be the business owner, and provide income for our family without leaving home. And it was just crazy when the opportunity was presented to me, because and I always say it was often like it was created with me in mind, because a big part of what we do in a network marketing business model is we earn residual or passive income with our products. And I was no stranger to that concept in our company. And that was how my dad found success in his organization, by selling service contracts and selling background music or direct TV services to bars and restaurants. Those were reoccurring revenues, subscriptions that we were seeing coming in every single month. So when the business was first presented to me and they started talking about recurring revenue, passive income from the products and the services and the online platform, I was like, oh my gosh, I could totally do this. Like, this is the best part of my day. This is something that I'm so passionate about already and love so much. This would be incredible. And so the cool thing is through that process of self-discovery, I developed into a leader and realized that I could help so many other women have the same opportunity. Through partnering with the company, I uncovered some of my greatest gifts. I fostered my love for sales, building relationships, and solving problems with the solutions that we have. I've already mentioned how much I love the business aspect, but I wanted it to be on my terms. So all the things about being a business owner that I loved was a part of this opportunity, and none of the things that I despised. You doing this business from home, there's no inventory, there's no overhead, there's no expense, right? Like, it's me in my home, or wherever I have Wi-Fi. I'm there for my children. Like today, my daughter was texting me. She's like, I forgot my book. Of course I can run that over to you, because that's the flexibility and the freedom that I have by doing this business from home. Today, of course, it looks much different. When I first came home, and you guys can see the picture, and I put out, if you got my newsletter today, my youngest one, Ben, they say he's spoiled because he was the only one I was really home with full time. The other two started school just as I was coming home. So I remember vividly laying on the floor with him these first few days into being at home with him. And he was so happy. He was so happy to have me there. And, like, even just thinking about that I said, smile, we're going to take a picture for Facebook or something. And he was so happy. And, as much as I always said, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom, not stay-at-home material, like, this was what I needed, right? This was the thing that fulfilled me from a career aspect, but also from the mom aspect that I didn't realize was in there. And so to be able to be home with them all of these years. And so this was us. I think this was Easter. So this was the most recent picture. Like, these days I'm having trouble finding pictures of the five of us. But things are so much different now. My baby is 12. He's in seventh grade. My girl is 15 and getting ready to drive. And my oldest is 18-year-old. And I just can't even. And he is going to college next year. He actually just started an internship, which is he is at as we speak, at a hospital that is local to us. So that is super cool. I remember the days of wishing school would get here so I could work my business and work more daytime, full-time hours. And we are here. We're here now. In the beginning, the business looked a lot different for sure, because I had to kind of be in. It was a learning curve for sure, being stay-at-home mom and trying to run this business or grow this business from my kitchen counter. But I quickly realized that I would need to do my busiest or my best work when I was by myself in the mornings or after they went to bed at night. So actually is kind of cool to be in this place now where I can devote a lot of my daytime hours into what I do. But also, it comes with a lot of planning, a lot of scheduling. A lot of that is stuff that we talk about in our organization and that I mentor my team on as well. But we will get to that place. So today, though, when I think about where we are today, I can afford to send my youngest to a private Christian school this year for seventh grade. Christmas feels a whole lot lighter this year because I can contribute substantially more to the gifts and the experiences that we have. But hands down, and I will always say this over anything else, is the freedom of my time. And it's my favorite and most richest gift for myself and my family. And that's what I want for you too. All too often, I am speaking to my friends and women who are struggling financially, or they're trading their time for money, and then they're letting their health go by the wayside. And it doesn't have to be that way. Even if you never grow a business with this opportunity, being a part of our community of other like-minded moms was such a game changer for my headscape and my growth. And the more time I've spent with my team and my members and clients, my fit family, I got addicted to that happy, fulfilling feeling that I had been longing for almost 40 years before I found my thing. Side note, you're never too old, right? So I want to ask you guys a question, and I want you to be honest. What are your desires, right? What is it that you are really wanting for your family, for your life? Do you want to send your child to private school or college? Do you want to vacation or take your family to a Celtics game? Maybe you just want to fill your tank with gas or walk through the grocery store and put whatever the heck you want into the cart without worrying if there's enough on your account. And I'm telling you that our business is that solution. What would you be able to do with that extra income? And I would love it if you would comment in the chat bar and let us know what it is that you're thinking, feeling at this moment. What is it that you are desiring? Yes, vacation, going to Disney, right. I feel like the experiences are the biggest ones, right? The making the memories. And especially now, like when I was in such a different headscape when I first started, right? Because my kids were really little and busy. And now I hardly see them. And I think about, I would love to take a trip across country with them, like rent an RV, go to Hawaii, spend time with them while they're now getting to be fun to be around, right? And make memories and do that kind of things together. Yes, a new car would be awesome, right? I feel like sometimes the monetary things are exciting, especially like if you have had no experience with anything new like that. And or being able to like take a trip, and just do some cool things. Snowmobiles, right? Snowmobiles. That's what I think about too. So when you partner with me, it is your best opportunity for success. I am going to help you develop a personalized business plan. So I'm here to personally guide you every step of the way. Okay. I want you guys to know that. And I know that for a lot of people, when they hear about network marketing companies, or maybe they've had an experience in the past where the person was just wanting to sign them up and move on. And that's not the culture that I'm creating with our organization, our Healthy CEO Partner Program. It's a little bit different than you'll see out there in other network marketing organizations, in the fact that I am there with you every step of the way. I'm going to help you in crafting a tailored business plan that aligns with your goals, your strengths, and your target audience. I'm here to help you master the art of social media marketing, right? Discovering the strategies that are going to help you to attract new clients, build a loyal following, and help you to expand your reach without spending hours and hours in your DMs or messaging people. Ugh, nobody wants that. I feel like we've come so long in the industry and social media as a whole, and I'm systems and skills for my organization this year. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm also going to show you how to leverage BODi's cutting edge technology and digital tools to streamline your business operation and enhance your clients' fitness experience with our exclusive app and our online wellness platform. And so we'll do a lot, almost a lot of this stuff together. We're going to embrace supportive community together, connect with like-minded individuals, fellow BODi partners, our team of experts, our super trainers for ongoing support, encouragement, and mentorship. So not only am I here to help you and train you and work with you and develop those skills, but BODi also partners with us and they want us to succeed. So all of the things and all of the tools that they create are designed to help us succeed too. The bulk of the business for me is hosting online accountability groups. This is our superpower, you guys. This is the glue that holds whole experience together. These communities are not offered through other fitness services or programs, right? I mean, you go to something like Peloton and there's just workouts there, right? You've got the mirror with, Lululemon, all that stuff. They're just things, right? It's just a thing. You don't have the community. You don't have the nutrition. You don't have the mindset. We just recently partnered with Brendan Burchard and his Growth Day app. He is one of our biggest partners with that mindset aspect. And that has to be the biggest thing that sets us apart from just any old fitness program or product, right? You can go on and do all the workouts on YouTube you want, but you don't have our community. You don't have the experience of all the things that pull it all together. Okay. All right. So you guys ready? I'm so excited because I'm going to be opening up only 5 spots in my Business Builders Mentorship. This is the Healthy CEO Partner Program. It kicks off January 1st in combination with our brand new strength training program, Dig Deeper by Shanti. Now, if you don't know who Shanti is, I think pretty much by now he's a household name. He's known for his programs like Insanity and Let's Get Up and his hip hop abs and size workouts, mostly dance and things, right? So now, though, he has come out with a total body transformation, body recomposition program that's going to be 12 weeks long, and that kicks off, or it launches in a couple weeks, but we are going to start everyone on that program in January 1st. Okay, so your starter kit will include access to the program, the platform, every piece of content that Beachbody has ever created, now called BODi, plus our 2 nutrition solutions, which are like e-courses, and our cooking channel with endless recipes that they're adding to every single week. I mentioned, the mindset piece. And so last month we partnered with Brendan Burchard and his Growth Day app. If you do not know what that is, you can just Google growthday.com. I never miss a daily fire. It is something that has changed the trajectory of my business and my thinking and my mindset. I cannot say enough about him and his other partners on the platform. We get access to live classes in there, and that's just a whole nother aspect of what we do. But when you think about it, it really is not just about fitness, right? Changing somebody's health and wellness does not start with the workouts. It does not start in the kitchen. It starts with the 6 inches that are between our ears. And if you don't help your clients tackle this aspect first, then nothing ever will change, right? So this is a crucial part and piece of the puzzle. And it's pretty cool that we actually get to sell subscriptions to the Growth Day app and be a part of this instrumental platform. You will get access to our Business Builders Facebook group, where you'll have other relationships with other healthy CEO partners. Make sure that if you guys want to grab your spot, like I said, I'm only going to do 5 because I want to keep it small. I want to make sure that I mentor you guys from start to finish. Please send me a message or let me know that you want in, and so that I can get you the link and the application to get started. I'll only be taking applications up to 12/26, which is December 26th, day after Christmas, in order to get you set up on the right foot before, and make sure you have some prep time in order before we start on the 1st. Okay. So you can go on kind of where you are, right? Let me, but think about what that is going to cost you. And this has been coming up a lot lately, actually. If nothing changes, nothing changes, right? Imagine where you would be, this time next year at Christmas, when the ball drops on New Year's. How do you want to feel? How do you want to feel about your life, your career, your fitness, your health, all of that stuff? How cool would it be to be in this place where you've got it all together, or where you're at least feeling like you are working on it's all coming together? It takes time. And this business isn't like a get rich quick overnight anything. That there's just not that about this at all. And it's going to take time, just like with your health and your fitness. It's that consistency every single day, working on your business, treating the business like a business, and I get it. It's a leap of faith. It is a risk, right? You might be saying to yourself, I don't know anyone who is successful in network marketing, but I'm here to tell you that it's possible for you, that there are hundreds and thousands of women in our organization who are successful year after year after year and have built an amazing community and legacy for their families. And I believe that. Do you believe that for you? Imagine this total transformation in 2024, right? Physical transformation, nutrition, brain health, mindset transformation, spiritual transformation, and a financial transformation. Can you imagine? Can you close your eyes and think about how amazing that would feel when you are sitting there in front of the Christmas tree thinking about your life and where you are, and you've accomplished all of what you set out to in this business and your fitness, and it's all coming together finally? Who is that person? How do you feel? How does that person act today to start that life that they want, right? Okay, so I do have to say that BODi does not guarantee any level of success or income from the BODi partner opportunity. Each partner's income depends on his or her own diligence, efforts, and skill. We got to put that in there because I can't make you or promise you anything. It really is up to you and what you want. And I will say hands down that if you don't believe it's possible, then it's not, right? And it's just so funny when I have these conversations with women about their fitness and their health. Like, it all is so parallel. If you don't believe you can lose 20 pounds, then you won't. If you don't believe you can eat the right things, then you'll never will. If you don't believe you can build a successful organization and share that with other people, then you never will, right? And so think about it that way. Start turning that headscape around. What is it that you want for yourself? And can BODi be the vehicle in your life in order to achieve those goals and dreams? Okay. I'm here. I'm your guide. I'm here teaching you every step of the way. Imagine what that income could do for you. Pay for private school, fill the gas tank, take that vacation, all expenses to Universal Studios or Hawaii, or buy that brand new snowmobile, right? Think about where you guys want to be this time next year and how are you going to get there? If you have any other questions, I would love to field those for you. Let's see, and I can also stop sharing. Get this out of here. There's that. Okay. How much to get started? That is a good question. Let me reshare this screen with you guys. There's a couple of things here. Okay, so right now, if you do not have, there's a couple of ways to do it. Usually we enroll somebody with a total solution pack, okay? And that just gives you everything that you need to get started. You have the fitness aspect that I mentioned, the platform, all of that. Growth Day app is separate, so that's a separate thing that you would purchase. You could buy that monthly or annually, just depending on what your needs are with there. But there are a lot of like samples you can try in there. And we also do have a whole separate mindset platform that is included with your purchase. So it's just separate from you've got your fitness, nutrition. There's like the different rails inside, but you'll get access to all of that stuff. And so a total solution pack for everything with your choice of supplements starts at $219. I still have $20 off coupon codes to use before the end of the year. I need to double check on access to Dig Deeper. It is probably a special promotional price. I apologize, that's not in front of me right this second, but I can find that out for those of you that want to start with the Dig Deeper program. There is and so $219 to start, that's annual. So you get access to the wellness platform for a whole year, and then you get your supplements. It would just be a 30-day supply. And so you have different choices if you want to try Shakeology or you want to try a performance pack. I'm a huge proponent of protein because a lot of my clients typically struggle with that. So one of those two options is really great. We do have some other options as well. And we have a really cool Shake and Hustle pack now, which gives you 20 servings of Shakeology and 20 servings of our pre-workout. So that's super fun because it sort of lets you just like taste a little bit, try a little bit. And then you can reorder those products as you need or see fit. And I need to change this too. There is a monthly fee, so $15.95 a month for partners and preferred members. And then, so the $15.95 month gives you access to like your websites, to marketing, to all the training, the back office, all that stuff is unlocked there for you, which I think is pretty amazing because you don't have to carry inventory. They also handle all your customer service, all your shipping needs, all technical support, like all that stuff is taken care of with them. And I absolutely love that aspect because that just relieves such a big burden over us when we have to worry about, helping somebody with something that they're having trouble with, a return or something like that, right? So that fee covers everything. And when you compare that to something like a franchise or like like in a box gym or something else, like you're saving thousands and thousands of dollars every single month in comparison, right? And so this number is wrong. We get a 20% discount. I think that's going to take place by the end of this month. And you also earn a 20% commission. And I actually will have a compensation plan video that I can send your way so we can talk about how to earn and what that looks like. You earn retail commission, 20 to 40%, depending on what it is. And we also earn on volume. So collectively as a team, we earn points when we sell products and things. And so when the points all add up, then they equal a certain amount, and then we get bonuses based on the numbers that it equals. So it's really cool because we actually earn by working all together, which is super fun. And there are other bonuses and things that you can unlock by bringing on new members to your team, new partners to your team. And so we can talk about that. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So If there are any other questions, you guys can let me know. You can drop them, email me. I sent out a bunch of emails today, so you can always reply back to that. If you're seeing this on LinkedIn or live on YouTube, don't be afraid to send me an email. My information should be there. Send me a DM. Happy to answer and field any other questions that you may have or need help with. I hope that it was beneficial today, that you guys learned a lot. I love to share my story and what it is that I do, and I really appreciate all your support. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, for our community, for all of the people that surround me and support me in doing this business. I wouldn't still be here a decade later, like so crazy. February will be 11 years in the business with the same company. So it's pretty incredible to see how far they've come and to see the growth year after year, and all the things that are coming down the line. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Questions, drop them, email me, and I'll talk to you soon.